Hey Bubble family, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm probably going to do two videos today. One is going to be kind of more of the sort of tea and therapy side of things, which I'm going to do after this one. But this one is my Friday frustration. Friday freak out, whichever you want to call it. So of course, I do apologise for the fact that it's going to be about a certain someone again, because at the moment that is all I seem to be seeing is the things that they seem to be doing that are frustrating, that are utterly ridiculous. So the new thing is that apparently Meghan Markle wants to trademark the word archetypes for her Spotify podcast. Right, firstly, this word, and I know why, because obviously it's got the word archetypes. So of course, anything that has got some relevance to their name, their child's name, alleged, they have to try and trademark. They have to try and steal for themselves. Like it's like breathe. Honestly, her sense of self-importance, and this is the absolute ego of the narcissist. You know, she's a very dangerous narcissist because she has, in a sense, she has clout because she's part of the royal family. Even though I have my own thoughts and feelings about that, you know, she has married Prince Harry. So the way, and of course this was exactly what she wanted, well, not exactly, because I do believe that she believed that Hollywood would open its doors for her, which hasn't happened. So she's doing anything she possibly can. Now this podcast is going to bomb like everything else that they do, because their fan base is nowhere near enough for it to be successful. I mean, come on, let's face it. One of the first podcasts they do, and they even bring their child into this podcast, which I think is shameful. And it didn't even beat whale music, that sends you to sleep. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, if you're going to do something that sends people to sleep, it probably would be the number one bestseller, but it isn't. So yes, Meghan, in her egotistical self-importance, thinks that she can trademark the word archetype for herself, for her podcast. And so my rage, rant, frustration is, which I've said before, sod off. Stop trying to take over everything. Stop making everything about you. This word, which does not represent them or her, is the original, the perfect version, the original version, which, okay, her podcast is hers, but it's not original. She's not original. There have been plenty of women before her that have created the same type of behaviour, that have, and I'm going to be honest, slept their way to the top, who have used and utilised friends, family, partners to get what they want. There's not an original thought there. It's been around for eons. Podcasts have been around. Creating a podcast about women to try and this is what creates me to find this utterly ludicrous, is that she's creating this podcast to be about female empowerment. This woman doesn't know what female empowerment is. Female empowerment is not having a fan base that goes out of its way to create havoc, that goes out of its way to attack, vilify, lie about the rest of your family. Female empowerment is not going on TV, on an Oprah show, and calling out your sister-in-law, blaming her for something that didn't happen, attacking your grandmother whilst her husband is lying in hospital. Female empowerment isn't using your friends, your female friends, and stepping all over them until you've got what you want. Female empowerment isn't creating women to feel less than you because you think that you're so important that no one else matters. Meghan Markle has no idea about sisterhood because she even lied and attacked her own sister on TV, in everything that she does. She wants to be the best at everything. Female empowerment is not putting down other women to make yourself feel better. What it is sisterhood, is you build other women up. You are not threatened by other women. You know, if you are rising up other women with you, you actually want them to be better than you. People who are threatened by other people, they're the ones that need to have things looked at, because, you know, when you're working with people, it's like when I do this, it's like, you know, I'm imparting the things that I know because I want people to be better. And this is not just about women, this is about men too. You know, you don't put down other people, you don't use other people, you don't belittle and degrade and humiliate other people to get where you need to be. You lift them up, you champion them, you boost them, everything that is positive, but you challenge them in a healthy way. You know, you don't enable them, you don't do all of these things. It's called sisterhood for a reason. And if this woman cannot even look after her own sister, cannot even support her own sister who's got a disability, then that tells you everything you need to know about this woman. She does not care about anyone other than herself. So this trademarking archetypes, which is about original, the best, the perfect version, Meghan Markle, you are not the perfect version, because you go out of your way to attack. You go out of your way to use women to get what you want, to put other women down to get what you want. You know, your friends are only in your life if you have them because they serve a purpose. They're the ones that have come out in your defense because you use them as your flying monkeys. That's not female empowerment. You know, So this frustration that I have, Friday frustration, is the fact that Meghan Markle seems to consistently go out of her way to try and be the best at everything, but actually falls very, very short. Because if you have to try so hard to be a good person, you're not. You've only got to look at Catherine. Catherine, to me, is the embodiment of female empowerment. She doesn't mind that her husband shines. She stands there, she lifts him up, and she also does the same for other women. And that, to me, I can get behind. I can get behind somebody like Catherine, because to me, you know, she is the epitome of female empowerment. If you're threatened by somebody else, which Meghan Markle clearly is threatened by Catherine consistently, if the fact that you have not called out your fan base to tell them to pack it in, to rein it in, because what you're doing is self-destructive and what you're doing is hurting other people. You know, there's rumours that Harry met with apparently a couple of the Sussex squad. I really dislike. I'm going to call them what I called them before, the hyena squad. He met with them and thanked them for their support and to continue what they're doing. We know that he had a phone conversation with one of them, one of the people that were kind of the head of the Sussex squad that were around on Twitter at the time, and he thanked them, and they both thanked them. You don't do that because you know that they've gone after your family. You know what they've said. The most heinous and awful things that have been said about your family, about other people, and yet you thank them. It's shameful. It's shameful that this woman is allowed to have a podcast where she thinks that she's offering female empowerment. When you look at Catherine and William, they talk to everyday people. They want to know about people's stories, people that have challenges. All that Meghan and Harry want to do is to rub shoulders with the elite. That's their aim. On her podcast, it will be famous people that kind of think that they want to get involved with her. So they will go to her podcast. That's what she does. But it will not be successful. And the reason why is because she's not genuine. People can see through genuine. That's why the only people that will be around her are the people that can use her as well. And it's sad. I would rather have people in my life that love me for me, that are genuine people, not for what they can get. You know, and that, you know, is female empowerment. When you're not afraid to lift up your friend, your family member. You're not afraid for them to be better than you. You want that. So this channel, I'm going to say this now, this channel is female empowerment. But it's not just female empowerment, it's everyone empowerment. Everyone. You know, I don't just single out women here. Yes, sisterhood is very much part of this. But you know what? Everyone is welcome and I will lift anyone else up. That is what we champion here. Not Meghan Markle's Archetype ridiculous podcast. So that is my little bit of a rant today. A little bit longer than normal because I had a bit to say. But I'm sure you will agree with me. I'm sure you will agree with me. So yeah, put in the comments as always, guys. Put in the comments what you think, how you feel. Do you agree? Do you disagree? It's all okay. Just please be respectful. And as always, thank you very much for everyone that has bought me a cup of tea, everyone who has sent me an email, just, you know, checking in on me, you know, giving me some ideas for rants or whatever it is. You know, keep them coming, because if I choose one of yours, I will, you know, if you want me to mention your name, I will absolutely mention your name out on the channel here. And I will be doing a live with Trev on Saturday, 7 p.m. UK time. So join us if you have nothing better to do. So in the meantime, Bubble family, have a wonderful afternoon. I will be doing another video later and I will see you tomorrow. So love you guys. Mwah.